A pet dog has died after testing positive for avian flu just east of Toronto in Oshawa. The dog was infected after chewing on a wild goose. And while the risk to humans is low, experts are warning residents to be hyper vigilant as more cases are reported in nearby regions.
It's very horrible that happened.
When you have a dog, you got to be aware of what it's doing, especially in a public park.
That's scary, obviously.
So I will take extra precautions.
Now that I know it happened, I'm going to be extra careful.
Dog owners are on high alert after the bird flu killed a pet dog in Ontario, the only case of its kind so far in Canada.
In some ways, it was inevitable. We do know that domestic animals like dogs and cats are susceptible to influenza virus. We've already heard reports of things like skunks and raccoons and other scavenger animals becoming infected, almost certainly because they've fed on carcasses of dead birds.
The current global outbreak of avian flu has killed a record number of birds and infected mammals. And after receiving multiple calls from residents reporting sick, dying, or dead birds, several municipalities in Ontario have now confirmed cases of avian flu. That includes Toronto, the city confirming with CityNews there have been 6 confirmed cases in birds tested between late 2021 and the end of 2022. One raccoon also tested positive late last year. While H5N1 can be extremely dangerous to humans, experts say the risk to the general public remains low.
Right now, there's no evidence that this virus spreads efficiently from human to human. Most of the time, humans are what we call a dead-end host. They become profoundly sick, but they don't easily spread it to other humans.
And the risk of contracting it from pets is minor. But we're told it is important now, more than it has been in the past, to be cautious in parks and other outdoor settings to avoid contaminants like goose and duck droppings.
In the spring, you're dodging them like landmines everywhere. If your child's out playing, try and avoid areas where there's obvious contamination. Make sure that you engage in good hand washing after playing outside.
Pet owners are also being advised to keep their pets from consuming or playing with dead wild birds found outside and to avoid feeding pets any raw meat from game birds or poultry. There's no risk to humans when handling raw meat purchased from grocery stores and butchers. It's important to remember human cases of avian flu are extremely rare and almost always contracted after direct contact with infected birds. For City News, I'm Yazdani.